Hey everyone, today we're going to do a review of this full-size handguard made by GPN. We got this handguard from AKGUYS.com, so if you want to upgrade your AK, go to AKGUYS.com. They have everything you need for your AK rifles. Alright, let's get into this review. We're going to do a step-by-step installation and show you how much it weighs and how easy it is to install. Now this is made out of 7075 aluminum and it has a very nice anodized cover on it, making it very nice to the touch. As well as in the box with this, you get a Picatinny sights if you're into that, or you can just use your normal M-lock that is on your handguard. Let's get into an installation. Before you do anything with your AK, make sure it's safe. Remove your dust cover. Yeah, my small fingers. There we go. Again, this is a dust cover made by GPN as well. You can see our previous video with the review of this dust cover. Take the spring out. Take the ball carrier group. Now, unlock your gas block. I already pre-unlocked mine because it's a little too tight. Now, when you get your handguard, you have 4 screws on each side to remove, and simply take that out. Now those allow you to first of all cover your gas tube, which will get super hot. So you can put something on top as well and don't burn yourself. Oh, I actually haven't untied one of those as well. Make sure you untied 4 screws in the front that hold a little protective cover for your finger. Make sure you don't lose those little screws. You'll need them later. We'll get it out, no problem. Now take... Oh yeah, no, not yet. Okay, after you unscrew everything, remove your gas tube. Should easily come out. Okay, and then remember there is a little flag right here that you need to put up. There we go. And you should be able to just simply, or not, push your old cover out. We are right here. Now it actually fits very tightly in there. It feels very good, so I'm going to try to hit it up from the bottom. There we go. Now when this little part is out, you should be able to simply remove. There we go. Okay, now this little part, take it, you'll need that later. Okay, so for your installation, this is kind of what you're hoping for when you remove your old cover, your old handguard, whatever you had there before. What we want to pay attention to is there is a small screw on this side. It's only on this side. Make sure it's unscrewed. We're going to screw that later. As well as, let's take this out and actually weight our handguard and see how much it weighs, just so you know. The entire weight of a long full cover handguard is only 17.7 ounces. So you're not actually putting a lot of weight on your gun, but you're providing yourself with an option, first of all, to have a very nice grip, as well as put any sights or lasers on top of your handguard. Now let's get into installation of this. If you have any grips that you want to use M-lock on, you should do it before installing it, just to make sure you don't have to tingle around it later. Or if you want to use Picatinny, make sure to also install them before you put the handguard on, just to make it easier for yourself. So I forgot when I had mine, but I believe it was somewhere in this part. With the M-lock, it's super easy. Tie them up, untie them a little bit so they move around. Put them anywhere you want them to be on your handguard. Now with the hex, you want to make sure that they actually sideways, and we're going to put them properly and show you a picture how it works. Sideways in there, something alongside of this. As you can see, it goes against the cut of your M-lock. And that's how you want everything to be. So let's do the second one as well. That will just provide you the best possible tension on your screws, as well as if you're doing it you probably want to put some blue Loctite on it to make sure that it doesn't come out on you when you're shooting or something. But again, if you don't have it on site, you can do it later. Tie it up. Don't over tie it. Just enough. And why I like this grip from GPN a lot is you have two options. You can either use the small one or a big one, and you can do on a fly adjustment, so you can take it out if you don't need, for whatever competition you're doing or training, if you don't need a long one, you can put it, throw that somewhere in the back and have a very small grip. Or if you want a long one, take the long one. I usually like the small ones a lot, but recently training with this one, I liked it a lot because it allows you to manipulate your gun and put it in a positions where the small handle will just not allow it to. All right, so I'll keep the long one in. Let's throw that back on. All right, tie it up. Not too much, not too low. All right, so this is installed now. Get back to your AK. Take this key, put it all the way to the up position, but make sure that the little flag is also up. Now, align your handguard with the barrel, and it should fit perfectly. Before we actually do it, I want to show it to you as well. What you're hoping to see is inside there is a mounting system that's supposed to sit and lock with this little key to make sure there is no wibbling around, no movement. You want to make sure that this actually sits on it perfectly. Depending on your AK, you might want to cut some of the material off, but unless it really doesn't sit, maybe you use a little hammer and tap it in. Sometimes it works. It really depends on what AK you have. I got lucky with mine. It fits perfectly, so we don't actually need to do it. I'll line it, and I like to go from the top, put it up in there. And don't be scared, you're not gonna do anything to it. It won't be a way of you breaking it at all. All right, so we kind of aligned it with the barrel. It's not sitting anywhere at all, but you can see this is kind of where you want it to be. Now, I can show it to you properly. I'm gonna close this. What you want is you want this top lip to be on top of your receiver, and your receiver be in the middle of the sitting part and that lower lip. All right, so as you can see, it kind of aligned. All you want to do is now just put pressure and make sure to sit fully sitting in. It is not, so take maybe a little hammer and just tap it in, which I'm gonna go get a hammer for myself as well, just to make it easier. All right, we got the hammer, and just gently tap. Try to use the plastic one, but if you don't have anything else, maybe put something on top so you don't scratch your own handguard. All right, and as you can see now, there is no space between the receiver and a handguard, and this is kind of what you want to have. We won't need this anymore. All right, now take your hammer. Okay, so this part is done. It's sitting in. Now, if you're not careful, it can still slide out, so just be mindful of that. And this is actually seated for me as well. And how do I know? We're probably going to provide some back footage as well. You can see that this L-shaped bracket is inside of this little shoe that is in there. Now, what you can do is just put your flag to the closed position. Closed position always facing the receiver. And there should be no movement back and forth and side to side, so you can see that it's actually sitting very well in there. And that's about it. Now, this is a Russian Saiga, so this handguard was perfectly built for this Saiga. If you have something else, there might be needed some modifications. shave off just a little bit of material if it's not fitting, or I had that with the I had that on my crank where this shoe was just too thick and I couldn't sit it in. And another thing I would recommend is do not modify the gun, modify the part. Because if you down the road want to sell it or something like that, somebody will have a different handguard that they want to put in, and your modified gun will not work and won't be stock anymore. So modify the parts, don't modify your guns. All right, this is basically where we at right now. You can install your gas block at this moment. Again, for your gas block, you don't need the protection that you had there before, so take it off. And to take it off, it's an easy process. You simply rotate the plastic cover that you have in there counterclockwise, and it will come out. Now let's put our gas tube on it. Align it. It's AK. Nothing gonna happen to it, don't worry. I have a very tight gas block on this side. There we go. That's all you need. All right, it's, as you can see, it's sitting properly. Now you can just close your gas block, and it's a very tight one for me, so I have to kind of give it a little more persuasive. All right, after that, you can use the top parts that we had. They are completely the same, so it doesn't matter which one goes in the front or which one goes in the back. Kind of feed it in. And as you can see now, this protects your hand from the heat of a handguard. And this will protect your hand if you want to do a C-clap. If you want to hold your AK like this, it makes it very nice for you, as well as it provides a lot of Picatinny space for you to mount your lasers or something like that on top here. Or if you're one of those crazy people that like to have red dots here, you can do it as well. No judgment. Oh, before we go, remember that we had this little part as well. So this one goes in front, and it just protects your finger and keeps everything nice and tight together. We haven't put the screws in yet, but it looks very, very nice on your rifle. And the materials and the feel of the handguard is amazing. With the anodizing that they're doing, it looks and feels so nice. I'm definitely excited to shoot with this rifle. A couple of things that I'm probably gonna do for myself is I'm gonna put some tape probably right here and right here to make sure that this just doesn't get as hot as it will with a lot of shooting. And probably you can do something alongside here as well. Just cover it with some tape and to make sure that there's just some sort of protection from metal being super hot when you shoot. But if you're not shooting a lot, if you're not using FRTs, you'll be more than okay. And use gloves. Again, it's AK. It's going to get hot no matter what. Metal is going to get hot more than you would. But this is a very nice way to upgrade your AK. All right, let's finish up and put all the screws on the side and show you the final product. All right, now one of the very important parts after we finish this is don't forget that you have that screw on the bottom. That just provides a little more tension. You don't want that screw to be untied. I'm going to show it to you right away. Make sure to tie the screw on the right side of your handguard to make sure that it provides additional support and there's absolutely no movement in between the lock that we did. There we go. That should be good to go, as well as you probably want to put a blue Loctite on that one as well. Put a blue Loctite on everything. Not the red one, blue one, because in 2 years you're going to remove this and put something new on it. And the red Loctite is going to make it a lot more difficult for you. Some finishing touches. As you can see, the installation process is honestly very simple. GPN has very good quality, and the product is very well fitted. All right. And of course, you can finish the gun as well. Throw everything in there as it's supposed to be. As I said, another part by GPN. Very, very nice. All right. I mean, that took less than 15 minutes to install. And now you have fully modernized handguard on your AK. And as I said, I'm really digging this grip for the left hand. It feels very nice, depending whichever way you want to shoot. It feels very good, as well as you can make it small or large on the field. This is very nice. And the biggest thing as well, you still retain your normal way for a sling. So the shoe here for the sling remains open. And that's about it. If you want to pick up any of the parts that you see on this AK, go to AKGUYS.com. They have all of it in stock, and as you can see, it looks amazing. All right, thank you so much for the review. Hopefully it helped you with the installation on your AK. I'll see you later.